one loves person two. Guess what? Shenanigans ensue. Person one hates person two. Guess what? Still shenanigans ensue. Person one fake dates person two. Guess what? You guessed it. Shenanigans ensue. Co-host one reports a co-host two. The name of the show? Shenanigans ensue. Yeah. Hello, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Jane, and welcome to Shenanigans Ensue.
A podcast where I'm getting married.
To who?
I don't know yet.
Same. Each episode we'll watch a rom-com and discuss its merits as a member of the rom-com genre.
We'll cover well-worn classics, hidden gems, and everything in between.
We'll give you our unsolicited opinion on every trope, caper, and flim-flam the film used, or maybe abused.
And of course, the
shenanigans. Welcome to season 4, everybody.
Happy season 4. We made it longer than most Netflix specials.
Oh my goodness. As we mentioned in the season 3 finale, this is going to be a slightly shorter season.
Yay, it's my fault.
Life happened.
Tours are happening.
Jasmine's on tour.
I'm currently on the road.
On the road again.
And as such, we're going to be giving you 12 hot episodes on the first Wednesday of each month.
So we won't be taking any breaks this season. We'll just be giving you one episode once a month.
And for the season kickoff, we're giving you something super fun.
Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement. Such a long title.
Yay, number 2.
Yay, number 2.
Not number 1, number 2.
No, you didn't miss a previous episode. We're only doing number 2 because number 1 isn't a rom-com, and I'll stand by that.
It's a coming-of-age story.
Exactly.
With romance.
Yes. If you take out the romance subplot, the film can still happen. There's still a story. It's just like Legally Blonde.
Correct. That's why we can't do Legally Blonde despite loving that film.
Exactly. We love that film.
Not a rom-com.
Stop calling movies rom-coms just because they might be geared for women or have women protagonists.
Oh, you're doing a disservice to all of us.
Right? Stop it.
Yeah.
Anyway, now that I've gotten that off my chest, my mum got an earful of it before we watched the movie. I gave a whole lecture.
I love that.
With examples.
Did she not agree?
No, she did.
That's so funny.
She asked if we did the first one, and she got more than she bargained for.
Ah, yes. It's a logical line of questioning.
Yes. So I used The Holiday as an example. I was like, if you take out the romance plots of The Holiday, there's no movie. Nothing happened.
Yeah, she went and did a house exchange. Still got a divorce.
Great. And came back home.
Yeah, that's it.
That 2-hour movie would have been 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, all of this to say, no, you didn't miss an episode. We are only doing the second movie.
Yeah. Man, I love the Princess Diaries.
Oh, me too. The books as well. I read most of the books that came out. There's 10 now. I didn't know there were 10. I think I stopped reading at like 7.
Damn, I need to get those books.
I'm not going to be that person and go into like the whole thing. I mean, I am that person, but I won't. All you need to know is that it's completely different, to the point where even in the opening credits, they're like, based on characters created by Meg Cabot, because the second film, like literally nothing is the same. The second book, she's still in high school.
That makes sense, because that was an insane time jump.
Yeah, 5 years. If you want to hear more about my thoughts on the differences between the Princess Diaries movies and books, you can feel free to DM me.
Jane could have her own TED Talk on the intricacies of book to movie adaptations.
I really could. Anyway, despite all that, it didn't piss me off,
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a different medium. It's okay. Sometimes it pisses me off.
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
If you've only watched the first film and you've never watched the second one, let us give you a quick plot synopsis.
Yeah.
First things first, there is a 5-year time jump. She's just graduated college.
Which they kind of needed to do, given that this whole plot revolves around her having to get married.
Right.
So, imagine if she was still in high school.
Yeah, so with that understanding, additionally, for reasons
Princess Mia needs to get married in 30 days to become Queen of Genovia.
She chooses the lovely Duke Andrew, and they quickly become engaged.
However, she finds herself drawn to Viscount Nicholas, who is in competition with her for the throne.
Bum, bum, bum. Shenanigans ensue.
Correct. Dramatic bum-bums was warranted.
It was inspired by your dramatic reading of it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you immediately got my 4 reasons. Because first I read it back and I was like, no, Jasmine's got it.
I totally understand. No problem.
This plot is bonkers.
I love this movie so much.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, the setup is so good.
It's so dumb.
Even down to the absolutely unhinged. Let me introduce you to someone in the parliament. Here, meet Nicholas's uncle, and him being like absolutely dastardly from the very first moment.
I can't with this movie. It's so bad, but I love it so much. Nothing makes sense. It's absolutely ridiculous.
With love and respectfully, what the actual hell was Mia thinking?
Right.
Andrew is clearly the catch.
Yeah.
What are you doing messing around with this schlub over here, Nicholas?
It's so funny how one changes as an adult. I haven't seen this movie since I was a teenager. It was like, oh, Chris Pine is so beautiful, so sexy, like he's so lovely. Now as an adult, I'm like, what are you doing? Choose Andrew.
Yeah, you didn't even give him a shot.
He's lovely.
He's gorgeous.
He is emotionally attuned. He's supportive. He's kind.
He finds your clumsiness charming. Girl. You didn't even give him an actual chance. That man could talk to me all day.
This thing with Nicholas is it's a summer romance thing.
Yeah,
like
I don't like any of it. It's giving I can fix him.
And I love Chris Pine. I think he's a great actor. He's obviously beautiful.
Yeah.
But rewatching this, it was so interesting to compare my teenage brain to my adult brain.
Yeah.
Because it was in polar opposites.
What was I thinking?
Teenage Jane was like, oh my goodness, get rid of Andrew. He's so boring. Nicholas is so dreamy. And with this, I'm like, Andrew's amazing.
Adult Jasmine is like, Nicholas is a fuckboy.
Exactly.
What are you doing? Andrew is reliable and hot and a duke.
And so supportive.
There's no competition.
So we just needed to get that off our chests.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to meet Mia where she is, and I'm going to accept her choice with grace and non-judgment from this point on. Really wish she had made a different choice. That's it. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, we're done. I already know this is going to be the questioning shenanigans. And this is the last I'll say about this. But it was so wild to revisit it and be like, Teenage Jane, what were you thinking?
Truly.
Pull up a picture of Callum Blue right now. My goodness.
Ooh, I'm going to have to do that. I haven't looked.
Oh, I didn't mean you literally do it. No,
I know. I don't know what he looks like now.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've gotten that all off of our chests, let me tell you the incredible list of tropes we've got going on in this film. We have voiceover. We've got enemies to lovers. We have a fake European country that always ends in ia. Sorry, I need you to also add always ends in ia.
I'm making it a trope now. It's come up too many times now.
We've got so many montages.
So many.
We have a really lovely meet cute. And the lack of the other meet cute should have been the indicator about what direction this is going to go, but I digress. We've got an arranged marriage. We have a love triangle. It's not really, though. He's just a third wheel.
Not, yeah.
We have a love third wheel. We have falling on top of each other. It's so funny. We've got teaching someone how to do something. This is actually a useful one.
Yes, actually practical.
Somehow, like, the only place where it was useful for you to put your arms around somebody for proper form. Unbelievable. God, the Penny Farthing dramatic chase is the most incredible thing.
So
I also wrote down the exact words Penny Farthing.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Also, it's just fun to say Penny Farthing to me.
Yeah.
Like, I get a kick out of that.
And it doesn't express correctly what's going on if you say like bicycle chase.
No, because it's not.
Visually, everyone needs to understand.
You need the image in your mind of the penny farthing.
And we've got a runaway bride. This part actually broke my heart a little bit. It's giving me panic attacks.
Yes, same. Because she did it so well. Anne Hathaway's such a good actor, y'all.
Yeah.
You can see it in her face.
Aw.
The panic of walking down the aisle.
I also just think being made to do that is inhumane.
It's unhinged.
I don't think I ever told you this, but you might know this, that I got married at the courthouse. I just wanted to do the ceremony quick and dirty, and then we're gonna go and have a party after. So that's what I did. And in my mind, I thought the idea of walking down an aisle was the most terrifying thing. All the people staring at you. I don't want to do any of that. That sounds miserable. Also, like the wedding ceremony, especially really, really long ones, are only like the most meaningful for like the immediate family, especially secondary people and people who don't know you very well. They're just waiting for the party to start. So I was like, let's skip that. Everyone who wants to come can come to the ceremony at the courthouse. Whatever. Anyway, I was working in a restaurant at the time, and we actually had someone buy out the entire space and make half of it their wedding ceremony. So they set up chairs. They were going to get married under this arch. It was very beautiful. And I thought to myself, as an excuse walking by to set up something, I'm going to walk in between the chairs and see how it feels. Yeah.
Aww.
Make sure I haven't made a mistake. And I walked through it and immediately started getting a panic attack. There weren't any people seated. And I was like, yep, I don't like this. I hate this. I think the idea of making people do this is unhinged. Great. I'm so glad I'm not doing this.
Oh, I'm glad you did that for yourself. I was talking about being forced to get married to be able to inherit your birthright is fucked up. I didn't know you were talking about walking down an aisle.
Oh, yeah, no, just her acting in that moment, the panic rising, like I felt the panic in that moment as well because I had like done something similar. And I was like, ooh,
Oh no. I love wedding ceremonies. I could be a date to a wedding and I'd still love the ceremony.
I love a personalized ceremony. I was raised Roman Catholic, and a lot of my family are still Roman Catholic, and I think a Catholic ceremony is the most boring thing in the entire planet. It's excruciatingly long, and there's so many hymns, and we don't hear anything that comes from them that's from them. It's just like all prescribed.
I understand. That makes sense.
A personalized wedding is delightful. But if I could just skip all of those ceremonies and go straight to the party, I would do it every time.
Okay, well, we kind of covered the runaway bride already.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that I do appreciate that we did runaway bride and not the trope of stopping the wedding, because it's not about you, Nicholas. I like that they made it about her.
Yeah.
That it was her decision, she was struggling with it, and her agency wasn't being taken away by a man.
Yeah. And I also really love that she comes back in. She walks across. She removes the ring. She looks in Andrew's eyes. They both agree that this was a bad idea, like that it's mutual. It made the whole thing feel a lot better.
They still respect each other.
Yeah.
They both tell each other good luck.
And mean it.
And then she gives a speech.
Yep. I love montages. This has really good ones.
Real good use of the montage.
Yes. The update at the beginning montage. Love. It was the Where Are They Now montage.
With the diary.
But at the beginning of the film, not the end, which is so good.
Because they have to catch you up from the previous film.
Yeah, because we decided to do a 5-year jump.
Yeah.
And then the dancing at her 21st birthday montage. I love that.
With all the suitors.
All the bad suitors.
So funny.
And, the slumber party montage.
That was adorable.
With the pee break. So cute.
That was so cute.
I loved her.
She needs to go potty.
Yeah, girl. Got you.
So cute.
Am I missing a montage?
The getting to know you kind of montage.
With Andrew, yeah. It's quite short. Yeah, it's like a couple quick scenes. I feel like it's not super montage-y, maybe like montage light.
Yes.
Oh, and the Paolo's back bad hair montage. I love Paolo.
Hilarious. What a scene stealer. Like, he wasn't even in there for very long, and he's just like, I told you. When I said butterfly, you pull the cape.
Everybody loves babies except for Paolo.
I think he says all Italian men love babies except for Paolo.
That's so dumb.
Based on what data?
Yeah, literally.
I want to talk more about the teaching someone how to do something.
Please.
Like we said, it actually makes sense in this one. We get a couple of scenes where we see how incompetent Mia is with the bow and arrow. She has to do like some ceremonial flaming arrow shooting through a ceremonial hoop for her coronation thing. And she's just hitting everything, including grazing Andrew.
Everything besides the hoop.
And so Nicholas comes over and teaches her how to do it. Like we've said, a proper need. I'm looking at you, meet me next Christmas, of putting your arms around someone.
Or falling for Christmas.
Yeah, that one too.
Oh, gosh.
Anyway, so that actually makes sense. And he helps her with her stance and how to hold her arms. We get some physical contact, and she manages to shoot the arrow. And then after the whole wedding that was not, she does her shoot, and then she has a moment where she looks sad and nostalgic because Nicholas is the one who taught her how to shoot properly. I like that we get a callback to that. Again, there's a plot point for why he needed her to teach her how to do something. Sometimes they just put in there so they can get close. This made sense.
It's one of the only places where it makes sense to have your arms around someone for teaching. Basically, the whole list is archery and dancing. End list.
Nothing in the kitchen. Nothing. This is so impractical.
So funny. I want to talk about the arranged marriage as it pertains to royal families and things. Girl, you decided you wanted to be a princess and become a queen. This is part of the deal.
Yeah.
I think it's very important that that's discussed as a thing that little girls should be more aware of. And this whole princess thing is actually a load of shit.
You very unlikely will be able to choose your spouse, let alone marry for love.
Yeah, choose anything ever again.
Yeah, that too.
If we've learned anything from Princess Meghan, it is that being royalty is actually a nightmare.
It sucks. We get a little bit of it in this, where she's like often complaining about having no privacy.
Yeah.
Your life isn't your own. It sounds like hell.
Yeah, it belongs to the people.
Yeah.
Not to say that it is a good thing or that people should get married out of any sort of sense of duty or obligation. That's not what I'm saying, but
This is just what the deal is.
this is part of the deal. And also, you could do a lot worse than hottie Andrew.
And he's not just hot, he's sweet and supportive.
Truly, she's sobbing and Nicholas is making fun of her. Listen, I hate Nick for almost the entire film. I can't stand him. He's so mean to her.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's really rough. Andrew is clearly a catch.
She's also 21.
Yeah.
Her frontal lobe cortex hasn't even fully formed.
Yeah, what a nightmare.
I do think, though, even though it is part of the deal, being a princess, being forced to marry, the timeline is unnecessarily bonkers because they first pitch a year, which I'm like, yeah, that's reasonable enough. It still sucks. But then they whittle it down to 30 days. 30 days to meet and marry. That is crazy.
That's a wild timeline. Mm-hmm. And all because that meddling uncle.
Who, like, lied to Nicholas about what his father wanted.
Like a mustache whirling evil.
Literally. He just comes shy of literally doing it.
I know.
There's a scene where Mia, her tiara gets knocked off, and he's like, careful, princess. Someone might try to take this away from you. And she's like, oh, I hope not. And leaves. Ha ha ha. And he's like, someone like me. And the only thing that's missing from that is the mwah ha ha ha.
Truly. And lightning.
Yeah.
Like, that's all that was missing. Unreal evil. It's so funny. It happened, and I was like, I know he's supposed to be the bad guy, but that was really funny.
Before we move on to the shenanigans, I want to talk about the falling on top of each other because we actually get it twice.
Yeah.
Where Andrew and Mia are on their first walk and they're like, oh, lovely stroll, getting to know each other, the queen and the dog and all the attendants and everyone. And she loses her scarf and the two of them are chasing after the scarf on the beach. beach. It's all very cute. And they fall down, but they don't fall quite on top of each other. And they're like leaning in and laughing, and it's very nice.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Then the second instance is when Nicholas does the whole Rapunzel thing, and she climbs down and falls on top of him, like their bodies make contact. So I was like, yep, they're telling us with this trope that this is the guy she chooses because she actually falls right on him.
And they fall in the water.
Oh yes, they fall in the water as well, into each other, not on top of each other. So we get 3 times. I was, as adult Jane, so pissed off about the whole bullshit of like throwing the rocks at the window. Climb down, come meet me, let's run away into the night.
You're not having any of it.
I was so annoyed. I didn't think it was cute at all. When I was watching it as a teenager, I was like, it's so cute. I could break my leg. I'm supposed to be getting married tomorrow. Make a better plan that doesn't involve her risking bodily harm.
Or you're supposed to get married tomorrow. What are you doing at all?
Yes, that's also true. I was so annoyed.
And then also to stay out all night. Are you crazy?
So dangerous.
You're just gonna sleep under this tree? Wild.
Like, at least it was just a reporter, not an assassin. Can you imagine?
Right?
Oh, do you want to say something more about the Penny Farthing dramatic chase?
I was just looking through the list, and I feel like, you know, the meet cute, she stomps on him, and then they dance. Penny Farthing is a penny farthing. If you're not familiar with the term, please look it up. It's delightful. And both of those things kind of lead us into the shenanigans.
Yeah, let's do it.
Shenanigans! So, where would you like to start? There's so many shenanigans.
I'm going to start right at the top because this tells you what you're in for, which is whimsy and goofs. And right at the top, we start at the graduation ceremony where all the graduates throw their caps up into the air and a tiara joins them.
Yay!
Was she wearing a tiara to the graduation? Was it under her cap, but like right off the bat?
I was like, weird flex, but okay. I love how quotable this movie is, and not just from main characters, but from like off-screen dialogue.
Yeah.
There's so many funny lines. At the very beginning, Julie Andrews' character, the Queen, comes walking in, and Joseph says, "You're late," and she says, "A queen is never late. Everyone else is just early." Slay.
Talking about the side characters, one of the random attendants at the ball is like, I hope they have string cheese.
Yes, thank you.
Why?
You're at a royal party.
Wild.
There's so many of those. Later on, when Nicholas jumps off the Penny Farthing and asks a random farmer for his horse,
Yes.
the guy says, "How am I supposed to herd sheep with a bike?" And they're not zoomed in on him. This is a wide shot. We're just getting weird dialogue. It's just so funny.
With the 2 ladies' maids as well. One of my favorite lines from one of them is where Mia's trying to hide from them and one finds them. And she's like, I found her. And Mia's like, no, you don't. And she's like, oh, it wasn't her. It was a ghost. Woo! But again, we're in a wide shot. We hear the woo. She's off camera.
Yes.
Like, the scene is moving on.
Speaking of the maids, when Mia is courting Andrew and they're walking in the gardens, the 2 maids are walking very close behind her. Mm-hmm. And then at one point, Mia turns, gives them a hand like, please give me some space.
Yeah.
And they, in unison, step backwards out of
Amazing.
frame into the bushes. Step by step, perfect unison. Unbelievable.
Those 2 ladies' maids were great.
They were hilarious. They were chewing the scenery in the best possible way. They were making a meal out of a tiny roll.
It was so delightful. They were having so much fun with it.
Right? At one point, we're doing a scene transition, and the gardener who's in charge of taking care of, like, I guess the statues too, starts flossing the lion statue's teeth.
That was so funny. He first gave them a good brush and then whipped out the floss.
And starts flossing the teeth of a statue. And speaking of funny things that the Queen says, when the Queen goes to tell Mia about her new wing of the palace.
So
she
good.
says, sorry it took so long with the renovations. Everything is just lovely except for the bathroom. And then she says, nepotism belongs in the arts, not in plumbing. And I about lost it.
So funny. Hilarious.
That one hurt me in a very funny way. And then my last one that I kind of wrote down too is the older man with the hearing aids at the end of the film who decides to second the motion that saves her queenship, gets off on a tangent and ends up saying, I like change. I may grow a mustache.
And the other guy being like, oh, you look good with a mustache.
She's like, oh, yes, all right, let's get back to the matter at hand. Thank you.
Right.
So funny.
My last little thing with quotes is between the ladies' maids again, where Nicholas is teaching Mia how to shoot. And the one is like, she's not the one he's marrying, right? And the other one's like, no, he's the one trying to steal the throne. Keep up.
Just so many lovely little one-liners.
So good. It was established in the first movie that Mia is super clumsy.
I was literally about to go on to this. This was the very next thing I was going to say.
That's great. And I like that we continue it in this movie. Starting off strong with her birthday ball, where she's waving and her bracelet flies off and one of the footmen catches it and throws it back to her and is like, don't worry, it happens all the time.
No, it doesn't. Stop waving so aggressively. What are you doing?
She must have been throwing her wrists so hard for that to fly open and off.
Like, I know we established it in the first film, but how? How is this woman so clumsy?
How has she survived to adulthood?
It's unbelievable. I wrote down a bunch of times as well with capital letters and exclamation points. Girl, stand still.
This shows how sweet Andrew is, because when she's waving and knocks over like another floral display and leans over to catch it and just exits stage left with it, he also looks at her, picks up the other arrangement and leaves with it. I was like, that is so cute.
What an absolute catch. I don't understand.
What a gem.
Over and over again, like, Mia, a princess doesn't chase her scarf. Mia, a princess doesn't chase chickens.
I understand wanting to look. I do get the impulse to look when he's like, it's my favorite one. I hope you like omelets. To peek. Why are we taking the chicken out of its basket? Why?
I would have tried to take the chicken out of the basket.
No, Jasmine. No.
I want to hold the chicken. I want to pet a chicken.
Why now? Why in this moment when you have a line of other people who have their grievances you need to deal with? Now is not the time to hold the chicken. Hold the chicken when the chicken is situated in its little coop and it's a safe environment. And you can get instruction from someone with how to hold a chicken. Because I don't want to be scratched either. There's a technique.
I want to hold a chicken. She just can't stop making the mistakes. And I know that we address it later. Her grandmother, the queen, mentions, when are you going to start taking this seriously around this clumsiness of hers?
Yeah.
She says she understands the concept, but not the execution. It's just like, girl, just stop. Just do less. Right now, you're doing the most. And the one thing that drove me absolutely bonkers is she's going to be clumsy in all these places. But at the parade with the orphans, she's going to walk in stilettos on a cobblestone street and not trip. Absolutely not. What you're telling me is she had it in her all along and she's doing this on purpose?
She chose to fall in the fountain anyway. I did feel a bit of empathy with her going back to the thing with Nicholas by the fountain where he gets like all close and they kiss. I'm like, the hormones are hormoning, because I do like that she's like, no, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to confuse me so that like I won't marry Andrew and you'll get the throne. Not that he was being very subtle about it, but like despite being in a haze of hormones, she still clocked him very early on.
That seems wild to me though, because that should not
have crossed her mind.
Well, like, what hormones are currently coursing through your body that you know that this person can't be trusted and you're going to smooch him? Like, his inability to take the no as she keeps trying to dodge him, like kind of chasing her around, all of that was so off-putting to me as an adult. It's just like, no. Stranger danger. This is like giving red flag. Don't like any of that.
Okay, let's talk about this uncle a little bit more because this actor, he committed to the bit.
I love this uncle so much. I despise the character. He did such a good job.
A fantastic job. Let me show you this trick at how to always win at darts. And holding the dart fully charging, screaming, ah!
And then Nicholas says that's cheating. And he goes, exactly. And it all was a lesson to teach Nicholas that if he wants to get ahead in life, you must cheat.
It was so unnecessarily over the top. Why did he need to scream?
I loved it.
Oh, it was so funny. And then at the wedding where Nicholas is like, no, and storms off and the uncle chases after him, he still stops to bow to the queen.
Oh, I
It's this
missed that.
whole
That's so
blow up.
funny.
He's like rushing to get out of there and he's still, Your Majesty, Your Majesty. That detail was so funny to me.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Can we please also talk about the insane, secret, scary staircase and secret passage that they only use at the beginning? I wish there had been more scenes utilizing the secret passage. And also, why is the parliamentary building attached to the main castle in that way?
Right. What's happening with all of the architecture in this?
I don't know. Is it quite a small country? Can they not afford a separate building?
But she has 2 houses, so she can use the one for the orphan children.
That's not that many for royalty, if we're being honest.
Oh no, it is a small country that has been established in the canon.
The Romanovs had like 40 houses.
Yeah, but how big is Russia?
Oh, the biggest. The British royal family have like 4 houses in London alone.
And that place is teeny tiny.
See, they can't afford a second house in the main city. It's just like one wintering house. Honestly, for a royal family, that's very modest. The 2 palaces.
I am glad at the end that they show all these women being included in parliament, because the whole time in that I was like, where are the women? Why are there only men in parliament? What's going on?
Yeah, that's like a crazy thing to still have in, what was this, 2004? I'm glad they addressed it.
Yeah, same. Julie Andrews. Can we just appreciate Julie Andrews?
Yes.
What a queen.
Obsessed.
Literally and figuratively. She's so great. There was an interview with her where the interview asked her, if you sitting in the front row and watching a production of The Sound of Music and Maria gets injured or can't continue, would you be able to do it? And Julie Andrews is like, yeah, of course.
And everyone would be better for it.
She is amazing. I love her so much.
Her singing was so good still.
Yeah.
She's just delightful.
She is. I'm glad she gets her happy ending with Joe,
I know.
who's also such a G. What a G. Clarice is like, no, I invited them to stay, doing the whole keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And Mia's like, oh, why? And Joe's like, I suggested to have him hung by his toes in the courtyard.
After they do the side saddle shenanigan with the fake leg and then do the fake snake and expose her kind of cheating during the side saddle moment.
Yeah.
And she runs off and like hides in the carriage house. Well, first off, Nicholas was so cruel in that moment. I don't know why we did all of that.
I didn't like that either.
I hated that. That was the moment in the film where I went, ooh, I hate him. And I was like, I don't know how we're going to come back from this, but we did. And then Joseph comes in as well as the evil uncle. And
Evil uncle.
the 2 youngsters leave or whatever. I don't remember the exact details of why. But the way Joseph hands the uncle his
amazing.
own ass.
It's so good.
Joseph is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
And the uncle says, fear isn't in my vocabulary. And he's all blustering, like, blah, 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 blah. And then Joseph says, yeah, but it's in your eyes.
Yeah.
Get him! Yes, King!
Mic drop.
Air horns, let's go.
So good.
It was so satisfying, that whole scene. I loved it so much.
Even the threat before the evil uncle is like, fear isn't in my vocabulary, where Joseph is like, and you'll find I have diplomatic immunity in 75 countries, or whatever. it
Yeah,
was
whatever
he
number.
said. Yeah.
So good.
Amazing flex.
Oh, When they're in the garden and Mia and Andrew are still getting to know each other, Andrew takes a bunch of cute pictures, and as they're going around this corner, they bump right into Nicholas and his date. So Mia and Nicholas start this one-upping game where they just keep going back and forth about whose date is better.
That was really funny.
It's just the most unhinged thing as well. I didn't remember the end of the film, but I remembered thinking Andrew and this other woman should just get together because these two are a mess.
And they do.
And they do.
And they clock the two of them being so messy because they're like, would you like to go for a drink? And the two of them walk off, leaving Mia and Nicholas to like have it out.
And this is what I'm saying though, is they're going to go off and have their own beautiful, unmessy life.
Yes.
Mia, you made a huge mistake. I don't know why we keep celebrating our messy characters. I know it's part of what makes the rom-com fun, but like, oh no.
They had to work so hard to show that Mia and Andrew weren't a good fit. So we had the kind of awkward engagement scene where he hands her the film holder with the ring in it and like doesn't kneel, doesn't actually ask her the question, just sort of explains and then awkwardly pats her hand afterwards. Mm-hmm. And then they had to force this really awkward kiss. If those two actors were told to go for it properly, that would have been a beautiful kiss.
Yeah.
Because the embrace that they share afterwards was
really warm.
Like there was chemistry just in that hug.
Yeah. After they both decide they're going to get married for duty, I saw that and I was like, oh, they should just get married. This looks great.
I kind of want to see the slow burn of this, you know?
This also makes me so mad because they should have just gotten together if she didn't have to rush it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway.
He's a much better choice than Nicholas. I really don't like Nicholas.
Look, I still have some affection for Nicholas. It's probably some latent stuff. And my affection for Chris Pine in general.
That's fair, but you know he's not my favorite Chris in Hollywood.
No, I know. It's Chris Parnell.
I have to say it every time the Chris's come up.
I know. Even though the whole premise of it was irritating, I did think it was very cute that they're having a thumb war while getting to know each other.
Somewhere around the thumb war, I was okay with the fact that they were going to get back together at the end of the film, as we all knew. Mm-hmm. And when he went out of his way to say he wanted to be done with it, he didn't want to do this evil plot, he wants to make sure that she's the queen, and then doubles down and makes sure that he can't take the throne, that he doesn't want it, and makes that clear in front of everybody.
Yes.
That's when I finally was like, okay, I'm good with this again. I actually like them. They do have good chemistry. I don't agree with the choice, but I respect it.
And especially because he does it without centering himself. Mm-hmm. Like he needed to be present so everyone could hear it. But then he left because that was the important thing, to make sure that she got her queenship, not to declare his love for her.
Oh, do you know what? I realized too, as we were getting ready for the wedding, there was a bunch of wedding guests coming in. And I thought, is that Stan Lee?
Yes, that's what I thought as well. It is, right?
I looked it up. It is Stan Lee.
Oh my goodness.
What is Stan Lee in Princess Diaries?
I don't know. This is not a Marvel movie. What's going on?
This isn't your franchise. I'm dying right now.
I also was like, is that Stan Lee? And I thought, no, it can't be. It must just be like another older guy who looks like him.
Nope, it was Stan Lee.
That is so funny.
I love that so much.
I wonder if he was like friends with the director or something.
Actually, it says yes, he is. Oh. He's friends with the movie's director, Gary Marshall. You absolutely nailed it.
That's so pretty. In terms of how this movie sets things up and then follows through with it, I have to talk about how they end up being caught in a cupboard together, because they found a proper reason. She's hiding from her lady's maids. She hears something. She wants to finish her fight with him, drags him into the cupboard. I mean, it's still all super unnecessary, but at least they do a little bit more in laying the groundwork for it. Mm-hmm. They're having it out. She's scolding him. They're getting really close. The door opens. They found her. She pushes him away, but it still looks bad. And then the gossip spreads.
You're trying to avoid your lady's maid so hard that you would rather embarrass yourself on a public scale?
Not good.
She really needs to get it together.
Because then immediately cut to Joseph giving Clarice the lowdown. And she's like, and she was caught in a cupboard with him?
Girl.
No, now grandma's on high alert.
You gotta get it together.
So then it looks even worse when both of them are at that garden party and end up wet.
Ew.
It's just not a good look.
It's just the two of them, you guys.
Yeah. Just the optics is not great.
Yeah, she really has got to I don't know.
Get it together. Oh, I didn't even put best friend in this, but Lily isn't that present in this film, so
yeah.
I think that's why it didn't stand out as a trope.
But she's there.
One of her lines, which was so funny to me, was where they're walking down one of the corridors and Nicholas comes up and he's like, hello. And Mia's like, hello. And Lily says, my hello is insignificant, so we're just gonna go. That was really funny.
Something that did weird me out, I don't know when it happened, but the grandmother, the queen, goes to wake up Mia and finds her missing on the day that she spent out all evening, right?
Yeah.
And she finds her missing because her friend is inside the bed instead. The only way that that is convincing at all is because she's magically brunette again.
Right.
Even though the very first thing Mia says to her at the beginning is, you're blonde, and she says,
Yeah.
I'm blonde. When did she have time to get her hair done?
Who knows?
When did it switch?
Did she decide to do a quick dye job because she's like, ooh, I must cover for Mia. I said I'd cover for her, so...
It didn't occur to me when it happened, so I'm not sure in the timeline where during her visit, but she was definitely blonde.
Right.
So what?
I did not notice this at all either until you brought it up, but you're right.
Continuity
Is key.
grates at me.
I'll put that on a t-shirt for you.
Thank you so much. And then put a picture of a cheese grater.
What was so funny to me was, yes, in the books, Mia does have a baby brother who's not named Trevor, I think. The kid's name is Rocky in the books, but we didn't really need that in this. We've diverged so much from it. And it was so distracting to me that it's clearly just an empty blanket that
Yeah.
she's holding, unless we in like close-up scenes of the kid's face.
And honestly, for all the good the mom conversations did, like we could have done without her even showing up at all.
Yeah.
Like, why put the character in there when she's basically,
Irrelevant.
I don't know, she has new mom brain again?
Yeah.
She's not present.
No. It was funny to me though when she's like, I'm just gonna go off and change the baby's nappy. And then when she comes back, her husband is filling her in of like, oh yeah, she's not getting married.
But the queen is.
That was also really cute where Mia asks the new security guy to come over so she can talk to the queen's assistant to have a word with her grandma to say that she can have her happy ending. Like, it was cute that they did it like that.
Yeah. Well, that's the shenanigans that I wanted to hit. I'm ready to move on if you are.
I'm ready.
That means it's time for
Fun Fab Fail.
It's fun.
It's a fun for me too. It's not a fab because it's so bad.
It's real bad. And there wasn't enough covering for the bad. Like, I didn't like the two of them getting together enough for it to cover for the bad.
But it's still so much fun. And I think it's because we're dealing with like really good actors and everyone is on the same page. Everyone is really going for it with the shenanigans, with the tone. Like, everyone's in on the joke. Everyone knows what it is that they're making. And it looks like it would have been really fun to be on set with all
Yeah.
these people because everyone's just like there for it.
And I gotta be totally honest, this film is a little bit on the longer side. It's almost 2 hours.
And I was shocked because it doesn't feel like it.
And by the end of the first hour, I was gonna give this a fine. I don't like Nicholas. Red flag central. The uncle at this point has said, power means never having to say you're sorry. Ugh.
Yuck.
And then somehow Nicholas redeems himself. He is, I don't know, a fuckboy in recovery. And I'm okay with them getting together. I'm converted to a fun by the end.
I love this movie. It's one of my comfort movies. It's not good. I can't stress enough, but it still makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Because it's just fun to watch really good actors do their thing as well. And then all the supporting actors and the background people who have one-liners, they just come in, come out, and it's funny. Also, for a sequel, it's really surprisingly good. Sequels are usually rough.
What was that other princess and wedding rom-com? There was wolves.
Oh.
Guess she gets caught in the woods with the wolves.
Oh Oh gosh. Christmas Prince. A Christmas Prince.
Like, that is its own film and is bad, and it was like the first one.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even be irked to bother with any of the sequels.
That's so true. I'm not going to watch any of the sequels.
There's no world where I'm gonna try.
Because it's the wedding and then the royal baby. Yeah.
No, it's gonna be bad. Princess Diaries 2, the sequel was better than that one's first attempt.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's quite the achievement because
Right?
they did a couple of callbacks to the first film, but it is really hard to make a follow-up without leaning too heavily on the first thing.
Yeah. Thank you for getting what I was trying to say, because I was just like, I know this makes sense in my head.
No, it makes sense. I got you.
Well, that brings us to...
Our favorite section.
Give me the cheese, please. Okay, I'm excited.
Me too.
3, 2,
2,
1. Korean
Cheddar's
cheese corn
flavor.
dog.
Oh.
I love that it's flavor.
I'll get into it. I think you went first for this season finale.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just keep it going.
Okay.
You're up.
So, kind of confusing because the name cheddar is a cheese, but this isn't a cheese, which is why I had to say cheddar's cheese flavor. There are other flavors like cheese and onion, chutney, barbecue. Oh, wait, I'm burying the lead for my non-South African friends and Jasmine. Sorry.
I figure it's a snack.
It's a snack. It's a kind of biscuit cracker thing. They're small. I'll have to send you a picture. You get it in a little packet and it's quite iconic for like a lunchbox snack as opposed to a packet of chips or something.
I love that.
Because you buy them in a cellophane tube thing and you get 6 packs, you know, and then you have it for the school week or the work week. But I'll sometimes still buy some if I'm feeling nostalgic or sick.
That's fun.
Yeah, this film for me as a teenager was something that I really loved. I loved the entire book series. It's very nostalgic. Cheddars have no nutrient value. But they're still really good. They're kind of crackers. It's not hot garbage. Like, there's more nutritional value than, like, say, Cheetos or something like that. You're not working with dye, first of all. It's good quality. It's Baker's, which is the Baker's Biscuits brand, which is really reliable and dependable. It's a staple. Like Julie Andrews, Anne Hathaway. I love both of those actors. We're not talking about like high quality cheeses here at all.
No.
But it's still delightful. It's still so nostalgic. And yeah, that's why for me, this movie is like Cheddar's cheese flavor.
I just think it's really funny that Cheddar's needed to specify they have a cheese flavor. I would hope there was a cheese flavor of Cheddar's.
Yes.
In my mind, that's just Cheddar's original. But I'm sorry, it's very funny to me. I'm only just learning about this. Okay, so I went with a Korean-style cheese corn dog. I don't know if you've ever had one.
Never.
Okay, so bear with me here. I love a corn dog. I don't know if you know this about me. I'm obsessed with corn dogs. I will always eat a corn dog. Yes, please. I'll have 3.
I've never had a corn dog.
Oh, man. I don't know what it is about it. Love a corn dog. It's really not super common. Even in America, it's like a state fair food. Just so satisfying. You shoved a hot dog in cornbread. It's just great. But the Korean one is a very odd experience, okay?
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is describe my feelings about eating a Korean corn dog.
Okay.
And that is going to be the journey I took on this movie.
Okay.
Yay, corn dogs. I love those. Yay, Princess Diaries. I love that. Gonna take a bite. Yeah, I fucks with a corn dog. I love hot dogs. I love cheese. Wait, why is the cheese sweet? Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't think I like this.
Oh no.
This is really weird. Hold on, I'll take a few more bites. It's growing on me.
Oh.
Okie dokie. Yep, I fucks with that. And that's my experience of both a Korean cheese corn
my
dog and also
goodness.
the Princess Diaries too.
That's so funny. I'm here for the journey. That was so funny.
It's about the journey.
That was a very specific experience.
It is. It needed to be something that grows on you
Yeah.
because Nick is. Well, everyone, there you have it. That was our discussion of Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement.
Let us know your thoughts on the movie, any shenanigans we may have missed, or what cheese you think it is.
You can follow us on Instagram at shenanigansensuepod, or you can email us at shenanigansensuepod@gmail.com.
We hope you'll join us next time, and until then, you can step on my foot anytime. Bye!
Bye!
See you in October!
She really gave it to him that second time.
She took it literally.
Oh, yeah. She went in.
And he's like, oh, it happens all the time. She always does this.
You guys have been twice.
And this has been the second time. I guess it's happened every time that he's encountered her. So
It's true. It's like their thing now. It's 100% of the times they've met so far. So therefore, every time.
His data is accurate if flawed.